to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation Sunday morning meditation. I'm the Reverend Julianne Lepp, and this morning we are celebrating living in the present moment. I invite you to a happy Easter morning, and I hope that you are having a great sunny morning. It's been nice to see the sunshine today. If you have a candle or a chalice, I invite you to find that. It's great to have a focus for meditation. And I'm going to go ahead and light our chalice. And our focus this morning is living in the present moment. The flame helps us center, helps guide our time of quiet, setting it aside as our time. And so if you are not already comfortable, I invite you to find a comfortable place to sit down, to connect with your breath, and to connect with this present moment. Our theme this month is awakening, and awakening is something that can be spiritual, physical, or mental. We're going to open with these words. Moments of hearing for the first time, you never know what may cause them. The sight of the Atlantic Ocean can do it, or a piece of music, or a face that you've never seen before. A pair of someone's old shoes can do it. You can never be sure, but of this you can be sure. When you find tears in your eyes, especially unexpected tears, it is well to pay closest attention. So these are the things that we notice when we are paying attention to being awake. So when we think of being awake, we think of maybe the earth waking up to spring, or we think of mornings or sunshine waking us up. But awakening can be a slow process. It can be finding something out about our identity or about the world. It can be finding something about our philosophy and waking up to a new thought or a new idea. And sometimes awakening can be very small changes, maybe eating more mindfully or trying to do exercise and taking care of our bodies, hearts, and minds. Or it can turn our world totally upside down. So when we think of awakening, be gentle with yourself. It's not always something profound and that will shake the foundations of your life, but it might be these small cracks of understanding in our lives that we awaken to something new and precious that we want to pay attention to. And so before we settle into our meditation time, I wanted to share these words by Albert Schweitzer. The path of awakening is not about becoming who you are. Rather, it is about unbecoming who you are not. So it's peeling down the layers to the essential you, finding that awakening of self. And so if you have your candle or your focus, I invite you to pull it close where you can see it, and we will settle into a time of meditation. And gentle your face and your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and releasing that which you want to let go. Now let us enter into a time of quiet, letting moments of awakening be with us in this time. deep breath and releasing. Dropping your shoulders, moving your head from side to side, shaking out all the worries of things that don't need to be in your head or your body. Feeling a lightness and a letting go. Breathing in and breathing out. There's something very special about allowing ourselves time to be quiet with our breath and with the presence of a candle or meditation. And my motion light went out, which is a good sign. It means I was being still. And trying to find those points of stillness is challenging. You know, sometimes I remember when my kids were little, I would go hide in the bathroom and say, "Mommy's busy now," just to take a breath, to capture myself, to awaken to my patience, right? So awakening isn't always to an enlightenment. Sometimes it's awakening to the present moment, needing patience with ourselves and others. I know right now I need patience with winter. I'm ready for warm weather, and it's so nice outside of the congregation. We have a very warm zone next to the sidewalk, and there's a lot of plants budding. So if you haven't come by the UUC, you should check out all of our beautiful plants coming up. So I invite you to think about, what is awakening in this time for you? What is something that you are opening to, that you are ready to let blossom? There's a poem by David White, "Everything is Waiting for You." Your great mistake is to act the drama as if you were alone. To feel abandoned is to deny the intimacy of your surroundings. Put down the weight of your aloneness and ease into the conversation. The kettle is singing, even as it pours you a drink. And then there's Alice Walker, who says, "I believe God is everything," says Shug. "Everything that ever was or ever will be." She says, "My first step from the old white man was trees, then air, then birds, then other people. But one day when I was sitting quiet and feeling like a motherless child, which I was, it came to me that feeling of part of being everything, not separate at all. I knew that if I cut a tree, my arm would bleed. And I laughed and cried, and I ran around all the house. I knew that it was, in fact, when it happened, you can't miss it." And that's by Alice Walker. I think spring is when it's easier for me to feel a part of everything, putting bare feet in grass when it's a little warmer. Feeling the seeds bursting from the earth. I know I don't actually feel them, but I feel like they kind of do. I've been walking my labyrinth garden like a sentinel, seeing what's popping up, what's coming out, hoping that it's okay in the frost. And these hardy Wisconsin plants have a mind of their own. They're going to come up and do their thing and awaken in the time that they have. And that's a great lesson to us, is that we can awaken in the time that we have, this time of spring, even when things are really hard right now in the world. There's war and still the pandemic and so many things. But there's also beauty and grace and hope. And that's what gets us through. That's what helps us move into the next part of our lives. So this morning and this week, I invite you to think of, what is it that's helping what is helping you awaken? Awaken to the moment that you're in, helping you awaken to the moment that is to come. We're going to extinguish this chalice, but not the light of hope. And as you go forth into this Sunday morning, I hope you'll join us at 10 a.m. for our Easter service. Maureen Nedland is going to be sharing her journey as a transgender woman and how she awakened to that and kind of her Easter story. I hope you're having a great morning, and blessed be, and amen. go of our chalice now. Go in peace.